face screen. Okay. Ooh, Jesus. Did y'all see me? I almost fell.
I was inspired by the book of James chapter 1 verse 17. Every good thing given and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shifting shadow. Amen.
Your problems. That's how I thought, and then when I end up leaving, I'm like, it wasn't any of that stuff that I thought. Even though some things might have happened, I still survived, and here I am. Your heart desires. I pray that it's in alignment with what God desires for you. Married, your husband don't care for you more than God does. If you're a man, your wife don't care for you more than God does. Your children don't care for you more than God does. Your mom and your daddy don't care for you more than God does. God cares for us, and it's a crazy amount of care. Like, we can't even, there's no measure to it. All right, face screen. Okay. Ooh, Jesus. Did y'all see me? I almost fell. You know what? Leaving my braids down like this, it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna put this up in like a shirt or something. But let me finish my skincare first.
My morning skincare routine. And of course, we're gonna do a little chit chat, okay? So after I wash my face, the first thing I do is use my toner. And then, you know what, y'all? Let me actually give you every step right now, because when I start this conversation about dating, I don't want to get lost in the sauce, okay? So first thing I do is tone. Next, I use a serum. It's normally vitamin C. Then I use a moisturizing moisturizer. Usually I choose one that has some type of ceramides in there. And of course, you cannot forget the sunscreen, okay? As I get into this morning routine, taking care of this skin that God has blessed me with, thank you, Lord. Pimples and all, I love it. I wanted to quickly just come on screen and just verbally say to y'all that being single in your 30s, girl, as one who is a part of that club, it be like, wait, I'm sorry? Still, to this day, I'm still single. Okay, wow. I did not expect that. I totally get it. Y'all. But I wanted to come and say real quick, y'all, that remember, I know this is not what we expected. I know this is not what you had in your plans, but I almost want to tell you it's good. It's good it's not your plans that's working out. Because nowhere in the Bible and nowhere in the world of what we call truth does it say that our plans work out for good. It says God's plan works out for good. And y'all should know that verse because I talked about it already. I talked about it in 2 videos prior to this. I think Vlogmas Day number 9 and Vlogmas Day number 11, if I'm not mistaken. But I definitely emphasize the importance of Romans 8. Remember, God's plan is always good. There's a quote that says, if you knew what God knows, you would have chosen what he's planned. We don't know what God knows, but trust me, sister, trust his plan and choose it, even though you're not clear about it. It's a beautiful thing to be trusting God in the uncertainty because we have no control over anything. We have no control. All we can do is what we can do today and have God worry about the rest. How he's going to make it happen, when your husband will come, when that time will come, is really none of our business. That's all that God is going to work out because he knows at the end of the day what's best. What we have to do in the meantime is live our whole life whole and intentional and making sure that we do things that glorify God and making sure that we don't do things that cause delay in any of the areas that God is trying to move us in. So if there's nothing else you take from this video, y'all, I know being single in your 30s wasn't your plan, but please understand it is a plan that's going to work out for good. For us that love the Lord and are called according to his word, okay? That's an important part of that verse that we must remember. Everything does work out for good, but it's for those who believe it, who believe the good giver, okay? So y'all, while I was doing my skincare, I was like, I don't want y'all just simply watching me do skincare. I want to drop a quick little message. And I hope this has blessed y'all, especially us that are not only single in our 30s, but very much ready for marriage. We're doing the work on ourselves. We're tackling all the skeletons in our closet. We're setting ourselves up to be the kind of wife that God has called us to be. Because if we are being the kind of wife that God has called us to be, you are automatically being the kind of wife your husband needs. So Use this time wisely. Work on self. Work on being the whole self that you are. Don't believe the lies of the enemy, from the pits of hell, that little lie that talks about, I'm waiting for my better half and I'm not going to be whole until girl, you a whole person. Okay? When you meet your husband, he going to be a whole person. Okay? I don't know where this accent came from, but when you meet your husband, he's going to be a whole person. Two whole people becoming one. Period. Okay? So, please, y'all, live your life. Live this singleness intentionally. Build, grow. And I pray that God will continue to give us all the grace to wait on him in this area, because we know that when that time comes, God is going to do it in such a way I feel like our minds are going to be blown. Okay. Let me be honest with y'all. This topic today was actually something I just decided to do. This video was originally going to be about me becoming the woman that I am, who am I in my 30s, and so many other self-development, self-growth type of chat, which is still going to happen later on. But this message flowed out of me instead, and I'm happy it did. Sometimes when the original plan doesn't go as you expected it to. But I think it's important to still flow with how it is going and watch how it still works out. I'm believing that all of which I shared today, and I'm believing that y'all who are going to participate in the conversation below, you're going to definitely help somebody who's in the same situation as you. Community is important. I would love to know what you think, so go ahead and drop your responses in the comment box below. What being in your 30s, being single in your 30s, what is it like? Like, basically complete this sentence. Single in my 30s be like, and then leave the comment below. You can be as transparent as you want to, okay? Safe zone in these streets, okay? If you feel comfortable, no pressure. But like I said, for me, single in my 30s be like, what? I'm sorry? I'm still single. Okay, oh God, I have surrendered this area to you. I'm trusting you. But wow. Don't mind me, y'all. But let's keep the chat going. I actually want to shift gears a little bit and actually talk about skincare. I was watching this video from Ali Abdul. He talked about evidence-based skincare, and I learned a really good tip from him.
Did y'all know with sunscreen, it's going to dry down. Don't worry, it's going to dry down, okay? I heard from a dermatologist that like the sunscreen I use is actually 30, but the amount of sunscreen that actually stays in my face is going to be probably like 5 or 10% less than that. So maybe like 25-ish or so. So they always recommend to go a little bit higher. So when I used to just get like, I think I have one here. Okay, so I have this one here that's 18. That means that I'm only actually using about 15 of this. So it's actually like an SPF 15 as opposed to it being really SPF 18. Don't quote me on the numbers. I just know I just know that the strength of it is actually a little bit less throughout the day based on the number that's being said. Does that make sense? So if I'm using SPF 50, which tends to always leave you a white cast, right? I know, girl. Especially for us mocha chocolate color skin, okay? But it leaves you a white cast, but it's 50, but you actually are utilizing the strength of like 45-ish, I think. Again, my numbers might be off, but one thing I know I took from that chat, from the discussion that they had was that the number you see on the bottle is not full 30. Like for me, SPF 30, it's not a full SPF 30 that I'm gonna be utilizing throughout the day. The strength of it goes down a little bit. It was actually on Ali Abdul's, was it? Yes, Ali Abdul's channel. This video here, boom. And it was interesting to me because I like watching men talk about skincare. It's kind of cool. And that dermatologist, I think it's a dermatologist, he talked about how the strength of your SPF is actually a little bit less than the number you see on here. So it's always recommended to go a little bit higher. A little nugget, in case you didn't know. Take that nugget and chew on it. No, I'm joking. All right, I need to put these braids up because leaving it dripping down like this, my whole floor is wet, and you saw how my life was almost taken, right? Okay, 1 second. Oh, I almost forgot one more part to my morning routine. Y'all wasn't gonna tell me I forgot to Vaseline my lips? It's okay, I forgive you, it's fine. So, did I tell y'all what all I wanna do today? Oh my gosh. Okay, I have one thing, a lot of errands. Part of my errands is also helping my friend find furniture for his new house. So that should be fun. And then for me personally, I kind of already ran my errands this morning. So the second half, which is when I'm starting to record this, You're gonna see my homeboy. He's the same homeboy that was in the vlog where he was doing some sunglasses shopping, and I had this whole come to life moment when I was just asking myself, why do I feel uncomfortable spending high amounts of money on material items? And we all had a kind of discussion.
Ooh, some Dolce & Gabbana, some D&G. I don't know, it's just something about buying designer glasses for this kind of price that just makes me nervous. Why should it make me nervous, y'all? Right? Why should spending that kind of amount on something make me nervous? It shouldn't, right? I think it's because I think to myself, all this money on a material item, and there are still hungry people in the streets. I don't know. That's just me. I think a part of me should get past that. Like, why do some people, aka me, feel so uncomfortable paying, you know, a lot of money for material items? Like, these glasses are $423. Like this right here, I actually like these. I think they fly as heck. For some reason, seeing the price of $304 makes me be like, why would I buy that? And no shade to those who would easily buy this without blinking. It just makes me second think, like, what? $332? What? Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's something I need to get past, or if that's something that's okay to have. I don't know. What y'all think?
He's that guy. Side note, he has barely worn any of the glasses that he got. Yeah, it's crazy. If I'm gonna buy a $300 pair of glasses, you're gonna see them. Whether the sun is out or the moon is out, you're gonna see them, okay? The heck? Anyway, I guess I'll holler at y'all when it's time for me to oil my scalp.
And that will be for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Vlogmas Day 12. While I was oiling my scalp in true form, I did another chit chat, y'all. This time I'm talking about dating, and I'm talking about the whole notion of the man loving the woman more than the woman loves the man. And here are a few clips.
I have this book called The Man God Has For You. Alexa, who's the book by?
The Man God Has For You, by Stefan Lavoisier, narrated by Stefan Speaks, gets 4.9 stars based on 484 reviews and is about 2 hours long.
You're gonna ask for the extra information, but it's okay. I don't want to play it because I don't know if copyright, I don't know, girl. But he said something in his book talking about that a lot of women believe, okay, that the man should love the woman a lot more than the woman loves the man. Do you agree? He doesn't. He says getting hurt is actually not that bad. We give it so much power, but it's really a powerless thing. Now, it don't feel good to go through it, but God's so good, you make it through.
Tune in tomorrow. Make sure you are subscribed. Hit the bell so you are notified when it's all up on your screen.
Oh, you still here? You must like what you see. And since you like what you see, you might as well go ahead and see some more. Go ahead, watch some more videos, okay? And while you're watching, open up another web browser and do some shopping. Yeah, I got merch. Thatnaplife.com.